Hello and welcome back. It's me again, and today we're gonna talk about Futurism, the opposite of Preterism from yesterday. Still continuing with our series, our little mini series on different interpretations of the Book of Revelation. And today we have spam time. Let's get into it. A very nice, relaxing Forgotten run because the only thing I need is the Dark Room and Satan, but I mean that's kind of included. That's supposed already. I would like a key for this because I am a chest queen. That's a weird thing to say. Let me. Should I walk that back? Maybe. I like chests. I like opening chests. Yeah. Today's starting out a little weird, isn't it? Now, a bomb would be nice. Can I... Yeah, okay, I still don't entirely remember exactly what that item does. Why it's beneficial. To be perfectly honest with you, I have like a oh, great, there it is. I have a bit of a, I guess a phobia, I don't know. Yeah, not a phobia, obviously, but a little bit of a fear of any items, any active items, or even some passive items that introduce randomness. Oh, come on, I thought that'd be far enough. I just like more deterministic playstyles. No, I got so close. Was it worth it? Maybe. Let's go see the shop. Somewhere. Whoa. Oh. I guess I'll use that on the boss and the... Wow. Big. Oh, but I have -1 luck. Uh-oh. My range. So just shuffles 2 stats, it seems? No! Well, I want my range back. Also damage. And Hagalaz, I guess I'll use. I may as well. Again, this is a nice casual run. So 6 pots in here for my consideration. A few entire rocks. Or all of these guys. Sure. That works. Now, do I continue with the data miner, though? That's kind of... I'm not sure. Anyway, today we're talking about Futurism, and as I said in the intro, it is the opposite of Preterism. You're just gonna... Okay. Cool. I might be able to get rid of this thing. Oh, yeah, I can still use my ghost. I always forget that. It takes me a minute to remember to use my ghost when I'm the Forgotten. So with Preterism, we had the interpretation that everything is done already. In fact, done very shortly, specifically within the lives of the early church members, basically. That is Preterism in a nutshell. And do I use it? I don't know. Do I feel like swapping more stats? I want my luck back. That's the main thing here. Okay! Works for me. Let's see. I guess I'll use it one more time. No! Literally the reason I wanted to is because I wanted to get rid of my shot speed. Ugh. Now if I do this, then I can't get it back. Ugh. Okay, one more time. And I don't want to use it in that room just in case. Is it mocking me? Is this funny to you, game? That is not great for me. I wish it were. I wish it were, but it's not. So, thankfully, I have a reroll. I can't believe I have a 2.0 shot speed. And, like, almost no other stats. This is supposed to be relaxing. Where's my vacation? Really? You know, I could take a bunch of devil deals, I guess. No, I have the bombs. Let's just get it over with. And maybe blow him up? Cool. Yay. I could take a lot of devil deals as the ghost, but that's kind of it. Here's what I'll do. I'll back off on it. For the moment. Aha. I was not expecting there to be yet another room after this one. So that plan almost failed, but that's okay. Oh. That's disappointing. Anyway, yes, Futurism. Ooh, let me throw a rock at him. Hey! Ow. Come on, there we are. Nice. Big rock. Yes, you. And... I should not look at that. I don't need to look at that. I'll check it out. I'll see what you got. Yes. That's not what I meant, but I have infinite keys, so I don't mind. That is a very good charge attack. Just in general, and also for me, with this build. And I will take you, because I have spent my soul hearts. And there's no guarantee of them, so Futurism is a Christian eschatological perspective that interprets biblical prophecies, particularly those in the books of Daniel, Ezekiel, and Revelation, as events that will occur in the future. This view often emphasizes a literal, physical, apocalyptic, and global fulfillment of these prophecies. Oh. I thought... Sure, I'll get slower. If it gets my damage back, then it's worth it. And fire rate too. Although, actually, fire rate doesn't matter for me at all. Now that I'm functionally limited by... Well, I'm not functionally limited, I shouldn't say that. I would like to be limited by Maw of the Void, that way I could use it more. Because that's really neat. And go get you. Yeah, I knew you'd do that. Let's get that before I die. Ah, great. The shop first. What am I, capitalist? Anyway, yes, so Futurism is probably what most people would expect from Christians, or from people who study the Book of Revelation or read it. I mean, not that that's a weird thing to say, I recognize, but that, you know, typically this is like the assumed interpretation. Whoa. This is what you expect people to have. This is the standard. Sure, I'll take that. It's been a minute since I've seen Pupilla Duplex, but we're good. So yes, there are a number of prophecies then in the Book of Revelation to be fulfilled. That is the That is the interpretation. Ow. There we are. I think I want you. Oh, man. I got duped. Duped as in tricked, not as in duplicated. Well, I could have pair-throwed that, but pair-throw is so powerful of an item, I'll just wait. So here are a number of prophecies, then, that Revelation is believed to predict, according to futurists. Ow, no! I stopped paying attention. Please heal. That's good damage if I'm able to one-shot those guys? Ow. I'll take that. And now my woes are over with. It's just that easy. Well, there goes my guess for where the secret room would be, but I got a pill out of it, and it's a full health pill. Neat. Let's get you charged up and see if I can't steamroll you. Yeah, okay, that was pretty good. Pretty good. And I got a key from it. Great, thanks. Very useful. So, oh. Well, now I feel dumb. Ooh. First major prophecy is from, well, okay. This is gonna sound dumb. Again, maybe it would help to read these through first myself. Oh no, not addicted. But the major prophecies that are predicted to be fulfilled one day are mainly from Revelation, shocker, chapters 4 through 22, which are all of the, you know, prophetic parts. Weird how it works out like that. We're not predicting that the letters of Jesus to the churches in Asia are not literal. He's not gonna literally write them out. I mean, in a sense, I suppose he already has. Okay, I wasn't sure what that guy was. I will accept a buddy in a box. And then a heart. But other prophecies that are expected to be fulfilled by futurists. Oh, great. I just spent money on that. Include the 70th week of Daniel. This refers to a future period of 7 years, interpreted from Daniel chapter 9, verses 24 through 27, during which significant end-time events will unfold. Futurists often see this as encompassing the rise of the Antichrist, a global tribulation, and the second coming of Christ. And then we have the Great Tribulation itself. Let's not be listless here and idle in my brain. You have... There, good. Another devil deal. You know, Oh, you scammed me. But I scammed you back. I'll take a lump of coal. Well, time to re-roll. I'll take... Ooh, I want the health. I'll take the health. I'll be smart. Yeah. So the Great Tribulation is a period of unprecedented suffering and persecution, typically identified as the latter half of the 7-year timeline, culminating in the Battle of Armageddon and Christ's return. And then after that, we have the Rapture. Futurists hold varying beliefs about the timing of the Rapture. I knew I should have been careful about saying after that we have the Rapture. I knew I should have been careful. Oops. I meant after that in terms of, like, reading the list. Reading down this list. So there are varying beliefs about the timing of the Rapture, when it will occur in relation to the Tribulation. So the Rapture is when Jesus takes all the Christians to heaven, basically. And then the Great Tribulation is when the world is really gonna suck to live in for a while. Like, significantly worse than now. I want to make that part clear. Oh, I'll blow him up. Why not? Nice. Like, I understand that things can really stink right now. I feel a lot of that myself, too. But we're not at the apocalyptic end times of the Book of Revelation. So, if you're gonna take anything away from that, I guess you could take away that things could always still get worse. Isn't that right? Isn't that just life? Now that's some good damage. I'll use it. Why not? I feel... Oh. Well, that didn't work out too well for me, did it? I mean, okay, now it did. It's that easy. This game is just easy. Also, for spam day, I'm not doing that much spamming, to be honest. Like, I'm doing some. Oh! Excellent. Not doing as much as I expected, but these are some heavy hits I'm dealing out. Oh. I was just thinking I was low on funds. Well, with one shop left, I suppose it's better than nothing. E. coli. Great. And I'll go back and get that half part too, I suppose. Anyway, yes, so there are a variety of views on the Rapture, when it will occur, pre-tribulation, mid-tribulation, or post-tribulation, which means things may suck for Christians just as much as anyone else, or maybe not. Maybe Christians will... Ooh. Yeah. Maybe, and I'll take Guppy's head. This is great. And I'm going back for that soul heart because I want the... Not the crown. The crown doesn't help me. I want little delirium. And there we are. Anyway, yeah, so things may suck for Christians just as much as everyone else, or maybe Christians will be yeeted out of Earth before anything bad happens. People are not certain. There are a variety of views. Yoink. Health room. Health class. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. No! Okay, now is spam time. Real spam hours. Whoa. Oh, yeah, I do get an alternate choice. Still. I would like health. Which isn't an option, I recognize. Yeah. Yeah. So, I guess I'm going with the bandages. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's not terrible, you know. Anyway, the final thing, the final prophecy that futurists believe in unanimously is the millennial reign of Christ. Please stop. Oh, thank you. That fly did me quite the service. Bye-bye. So following Christ's return, futurists anticipate a literal 1,000-year reign of Christ on Earth, also known as the Millennium. Yes, that is typically what 1,000 years is called. 1 millennium, please. Ow. Aha, he turned into poop. Because I have E. coli in-game. It's not worth it to go around to that chest. It is slow today, you know? It's a slow day. Why am I getting that if I'm not gonna make it in time? Ow. Uh-oh. I don't want to lose my bone heart here. I had a feeling. Ugh. You gotta be kidding me. Well. At least I have a lot of money. Have you considered that? Yay! Sure, why not? I don't know, man. And we're back to full. Oh, no. Yucky room. Oh, and it still hit me. There's the health I need. I'm not gonna have much to trade in, am I? Oh well, I don't need to always trade in something. I could buy new. Bye-bye. Do I? I don't suppose I do. Oh, item room. Duh. Historically speaking, elements of futurist interpretations appear in early Christianity. Okay, this is risky. Obviously, because some of these things were given to them as prophecy, with figures like Irenaeus of Lyon suggesting future fulfillment of certain prophecies. I have no idea who that is, but I wish him well. And it's time to focus, I guess. Ow. Nice. I see that tinted rock. I will get it shortly. Nice. A good amount of funds. And I do enjoy. It would make things so chaotic. But I do enjoy it. Ocular Rift. In the late 16th century, Jesuit priest Francisco Ribera developed a futurist interpretation to counter the Protestant identification of the papacy as the Antichrist. Yes, that is right. As part of the Protestant Reformation, at one point, the Pope was accused of being the Antichrist. That's crazy. Who would ever think that in medieval Europe? Not modern day, but medieval Europe. Wow, yeah, I mean, I could see it. I could understand it. Not see it. I could understand it in the sense that I could understand the temptation of saying that certain current political figures may be the Antichrist. That doesn't mean I agree with it or think it's right. It means I understand that people have frustrations. Which isn't saying much, I guess. Where to go? Wherefore to go? Let's see. His work shifted the focus to a future individual Antichrist, distancing the interpretation from contemporary institutions. Yes, so I don't think I went into depth with it, but the Antichrist is just a term for anyone who is particularly against Christ, or more generally against Christianity. Of course, there is an individual character who is referred to outside, mostly, the context of... Ooh, nice. I want the luck. What do you got? Duality! Oh, now that's a neat pairing. But I'll take this. Oh, I'm dumb. Because now... Oh, yes, it already spawned, so I'm safe. Oh, good. Oh. I want the white pony. I want the pony. I want to be fast. And fly. Sorry, Guppy. Anyway, yes, so... Oh, just... Sorry, testing. That was definitely what was happening there. Anyway, the Antichrist, once again, is more of a general figure. Well, the general term rather than specific figure. I will come back for that later. I am always so excited these days. Haha. Cool. Yeah, I need to stock up on money now, don't I? Ooh. Ugh. Ooh, not super worthwhile, unless Delirium gets really far away from me. I just really like the security that Brainworm gives me, to know that I can attack from a distance without having to worry too much about anything, like range down. Huh. Ah. Whoop. Get you out of here. Sweet. I'm excited. Ooh. Close call. Where's this boss? Nice. I am very curious about this goat head combo, though, I've gotta say. I don't think this is a combo I've ever had before. Okay. And I am genuine about that. Like, this is my third save file and all that I'm 100%ing, but I really don't recall a time when I've had the goat head and duality. Yoink! Sure enough. Not bad. And wait a minute. Does this mean I get both? I don't actually know. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, I wanted both. Okay, let's go back for that Eternal Heart now. So, anyway, this guy... What's his name again? The guy with the name. The Jesuit priest Francisco Ribera. He is seemingly one of the ones more responsible for attributing the Antichrist to an individual and associating that with the beast from the sea in Revelation. From what it seems here. This is not a full in-depth deep dive. I get that. Neat. So glad I got that. In the 19th century, Futurism gained traction amongst Protestants, notably through John Nelson Darby, let's not go down accidentally, who integrated it with dispensationalism. The Scottfield Reference Bible further popularized these ideas in the 20th century. I will tell you what dispensationalism means momentarily. Ow. Haha. A theological framework that interprets the Bible by understanding history as divided into distinct periods called dispensations, in which God interacts with humanity in different ways. It emphasizes a literal interpretation of the Old Testament, a distinction between Israel and the Church, and a premillennial eschatology. Common dispensations include innocence, conscience, government, promise, law, grace, and the millennium. I can roughly figure out what all of those are. Huh. Interesting. Let's see, so we're not going left. As per usual, my very first instinct somehow seems to be wrong, even though this is new for me. Trust me on that. I'm normally better at guessing where to go in this game. Maybe it's that they've been adding a bunch of new rooms recently. Maybe. Let's be careful here. I like being careful. I do it sometime. Not that much, but some of the time. What were they doing? Huh. Fascinating. There you are. And once again, not the correct way. It's really there? Okay. Fine. That was very scary. Oh. You know, if I have the extra soul hearts, I might as well. You know? Pandora's box. Huh. I have the opportunity to change this. I used that opportunity and got an item that I passed up earlier. That's wonderful. Thanks. I mean, yeah, I want that black heart, but I can't really you know... unfortunate. Whatever. Smacka, smacka. Wow. I'm rich. I'm rich. My name is Rich. And I'm wealthy. And that was the first time so far, I think, that I've actually exploded on hitting an enemy. I should really be careful here. Whoa. Do it. Yeah, I want to go back for that heart now. I'm scared. Anyway, compared to other eschatological views, as I've sort of mentioned previously as well. Oh. Up here. No. Of course not up there. What was I thinking? And now I don't need to worry about damage at all. Isn't that great? How novel. Uh-oh. Compared to other eschatological views... There we are. Let's see... Futurism remains a prominent perspective within evangelical Christianity, influencing interpretations of current events and expectations about end times. Yes, that is true. Thank you. I'm so glad I read that. If you couldn't tell what I'm... Oh. And also... Yoink. If you couldn't tell, what I've been doing the past 2 episodes specifically... I don't want to lose my health. Hold on. Is I have been asking ChatGPT to summarize these Wikipedia pages, so my laziness has gone yet one step further down the hole. Or increased? My laziness has increased one step further into the hole? I don't know what metaphor I'm trying to go for here, but anyway, ChatGPT is certainly... I mean, I trust it generally. I have used it a lot for coding. And, yeah, it's not always great. But, when it comes to something like summarizing something like this, I don't see an issue. Nice. Oh, and then I can sacrifice them. Huh. I'm glad I kept the cross. And Judas, I don't think I have much to do with Judas. But I'll buy it anyway, why not? Whoa. Big tears. Big tears. Oh. Come on. Still not enough. My damage is never sufficient. Whoa. Sure, lodestone. Just add more fuel to the fire. Ow! My ears. Also my heart. Anyway, maybe I should really do an episode on ChatGPT specifically one of these days and go through its pros and cons and where it is right now and how it's improving and whether or not I trust it. And more specifically, in which situations I trust it, because there are... When it comes to being able to summarize and relay information like this, I see no issue. So I understand that some people, like, may be apprehensive about this. But I don't see an issue here. I trust it with everything that it has said today, at least, and yesterday. Oh yeah, let's get the ball of bandages on that too. Why not? If I have the iframes, I may as well. Whoa. Nice. No. And that's today done. Brittle bones. Not that great of an item, but I appreciate it sometimes. There's one more thing I wanted to work through before finishing up today, though, and that is some more specific analysis of the various tribulation beliefs. So we have pre-tribulationists believe that all Christians, dead and alive, will be taken bodily to heaven, called the rapture, before the tribulation begins. According to this doctrine, every true Christian that has ever existed throughout the course of the entire Christian era will be instantaneously transformed into a perfect resurrected body and will thus escape the trials of the tribulation. Those who become Christians after the rapture will live through or perish during the tribulation. After the tribulation, Christ will return to establish his millennial kingdom. And before someone comments that every true Christian, no true Scotsman, get out of here. You know that fallacy doesn't really apply anyway. Next, we have pre-wrath tribulationists. Believe that the rapture will occur after the tribulation, but before the 7 bowls of the wrath of God. Then we have mid-tribulationists who believe that the rapture will occur, not consist. Where did I read consist? I don't think I read consist at all. My brain made that up. Believe that the rapture will occur halfway through the tribulation, but before the worst part of it occurs. The 7-year period is divided into halves, the beginning of sorrows and the great tribulation. And lastly, the post-tribulationists believe that Christians will not be taken up into heaven, but will be received or gathered by Christ into the kingdom on earth at the end of the tribulation. In pre-tribulation and mid-tribulation, the rapture and the second coming, parousia in Greek, of Christ are separate events, where in post-tribulationism, the two events are identical or simultaneous. Another feature of the pre- and mid-tribulation beliefs is the idea that after the rapture, Christ will return for a third time, when also counting the first coming, to set up his kingdom on the earth. Some, including many Roman Catholic theologians, do not believe in a time of trouble period as usually described by tribulationists, but rather that there will be a near-utopian period led by the Antichrist. Now that's a fascinating belief. And final thing, Futurism is premillennial. Premillennialism believes that Christ will return to Earth, bind Satan, and reign for a literal 1,000 years on Earth, with Jerusalem as his capital. Thus, Christ returns before the 1,000 years mentioned in chapter 20. There are generally 2 subclasses of premillennialism, dispensational and historic. Some form of premillennialism is thought to be the oldest millennial view in church history. Papias, believed to be a disciple of the Apostle John, was a premillennialist according to Eusebius. Also, Justin Martyr and Irenaeus expressed belief in premillennialism in their writings. I do prefer reading from Wikipedia directly, like I did just there. Again, I'll save a proper discussion for ChatGPT for another day. But yeah, Wikipedia is a lot richer in the writing, generally. But I do also appreciate the concise summary, even if it's sometimes redundant, of ChatGPT. Anyway, that will do it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. This was pretty interesting. Some of these points. The belief that the Antichrist could lead a utopia first, and then have that lead into the apocalypse, the end times. Fascinating. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.